Gemini for Tuesday. All right, Gemini. Let's see, Father. What do we have for Gemini? All right, we got the Wheel of Fortune. Things are absolutely changing in your favor. There are a lot of changes that are happening in your life. Okay, change, change, change. You could be seeing the number 555 a lot, or 1010. 555 means there are changes happening, good or bad. Think of the bad changes being something that reflects your good, because all the time we don't like change. We don't like change because it's like, oh, I got to change up my routine, or I got to change up my lifestyle or something. And sometimes Father comes to force that change. And then I'm also seeing the number 1010, which is karmic endings and things like that, okay? Because the Wheel of Fortune is the number 10 in the regular tarot deck. All right, this is just the Instagram deck or whatever. But in the regular tarot deck, this is 1010. And 1010 is like karmic changes, things that old habits, old people and things that are not for you have to change. And sometimes that forced change is uncomfortable. That forced change is uncomfortable. It's one of those things where I'm used to, hanging out with people. I'm used to hanging out with her or him or whatever the case. But this might not be the path that you should be on. You got to change it up. And it's forced because maybe y'all get into it. Or maybe, an argument. I'm just seeing an argument possibly happening that's going to force this change, okay? Could be a family member, a lover, or a friend. But I'm seeing an argument that forces this change. The Empress card and the Two of Swords. And that puts you in a position where you can't decide whether or not. Like I said, when you change paths, it's not always easy. It's one of those things that kind of makes you uncomfortable. The Empress card says you deserve better. You deserve to walk the path for your highest good. But you sometimes choose wrong, okay? This is making a decision. And you have to make that decision, okay? Sometimes you have to make the decision to walk away. Sometimes you have to make the decision not to hang out. Sometimes you have to make the decision like, hey, I could spend money on doing something better with my time. Or I could spend better time doing something different. Whatever the case may be, change that up, okay? That's what I have for you. I hope this helped and blessed, Gemini. Thank you so much. And look, Gemini, as I'm putting the cards back, I see the Devil card, okay? And the Devil card talks about those habits or those people that keep you bound to an old lifestyle, an old narrative. That's where the biggest change is happening. And like I said, 1010, karmic endings. Karmic endings, karmic cycles have to close. And they make you uncomfortable. It makes you uncomfortable sometimes to say, no, I don't need those cigarettes. I don't need that weed, or I don't need that, drink or whatever. It makes you uncomfortable. It makes you uncomfortable to not hang out with people that you should be hanging out with. But it's okay because change is necessary. That's what I have for you. I hope this helped and blessed. Thanks.